arkadaşlar, kanalıma hoş geldiniz. Mafya 1 serimizin 15. bölümümüzde karşınızdayım. Bundan önceki bölümde savcının evine basmıştık ve oradaki dokümanları ele geçirmiştik. Bu bölümde bakalım neler olacak. Sen kimsin? Hacıdayım. Burada cam var. Cam varsa biz kesin asıldık. Ha, bu bölümde içki almaya gelmiştik. Şu iyi, şu kötü, yok lan. Şu kötü olsun, çirkin olsun, ben de iyi olayım. Zaten adamları vurmuyoruz. Buradan şöyle yukarı çıkalım, bakalım ne olacak. Aha, adamlar burada. Selamünaleyküm.
Hey there, Bill. It's good to see you again.
Hey, Polly.
These are my partners who are good friends. They like the idea of working together. And they also like first-rate whiskey, which yours certainly is.
That it is.
The main thing is that Don Salieri likes it too. And since he's financing the whole deal, here's your first payment for the goods.
Give Mr. Salieri my regards. I'm always happy to do business with people like him.
You should be, Bill. You could hit it big with this. If this small delivery works out for us, we'll order a lot more next time.
Take cover! What's going on?
Pusu,
Jesus,
yatın lan, yat.
Fire! Kill the bastards!
Vay.
Damn!
Neredesin? İşte oradasın. Böyle geri hareketler yapma. Balerin. Erkek adam olacağız. Mafya ol lan, mafya. O sen olsan bari, can olsan bari. Tepe dön. Kimse yok mu? Patlamıyor bu ya. kaç gel buraya. Herifler molotof atıyor. Gel lan, benim bir fikrim var. Binin şu arabaya. Biz niye bilmiyoruz? Arkamdan çekeyim bak sizi öldüreceğim. Lan işleyecekler beni.
Gonna play hide and seek. Where you hiding?
Baksana. Aha, ben- Can.
Bill's kicked it. You won't be no magnet now.
Ne yapıyoruz şimdi? Şu
What the
arabaya
hell
bak.
was that, Polly? Who were those hoods? How should I
Benim lan
know?
yukarıdaki arabaya lan. Bizim arkadaşlarda küçük silahlar var mı? Küçük silah olan var mı?
Okay. Well, we can't hang around here waiting for more of them to show up. Let's get the truck and get the hell out of here. Tom, you drive. I'll follow behind one of the other cars.
Gel yürü zaten kamyona gidiyorum gel. Kim geliyor benden? Sen de gelmiyor mu? Ha, güzel bir anlaşma. Herifler tepemize çöktü, ağzımızı yüzümüzü kıracaklar diyor. Şunlar. Bu sefer hızlı gideceğim. Bu sefer hızlı gidip polis de geldi bize. Adam indirip dövüyor ya. İndirip dövüyor. Olaya bak.
Look out!
You want to pay attention?
Ne oldu Paul? Sen de mi korkmaya başladın?
Careful!
Bağırma lan. Bağırma. Elimde Thompson var, ağzına sıkarım adam. Herifler gelecek şimdi götümüz. Aha. Biz en iyisi çatışalım ya. Tamam. Vay ses. Tamam, bunlar iki ara koymuşlar. Bana kim sıkıyor arkadaş?
Get in for Christ's sakes. We can't hang around.
Burasını falan sandım da dinler abi. Bir de siz
Tom,
varsınız.
where you going? We gotta take the truck.
Ben bir işim.
Get in for Christ's sakes. We
Onlarla mı
can't hang
uğraşacağım
around.
ben? Bin lan. Nasıl F5 ya? Yavaş yavaş git. Soytar herifler ya. Adamın canına sıkıyor. Köprüde öldürürüm oğlum siz, köprüde aşağı atarım.
Try and use the steering wheel once in a while.
Dikkatli kullanım, dikkatli, deli etme beni.
Can you be careful?
Olamam. Olamam işte. Zaten senin yüzünden başımıza gelmeyen kalmadı. Yok, içkiymiş. Aha içki, al sana içki. Soytarı. Bizim sen nereye gittin? Zaten Seyim ama herifte bir numara var ya, anlamıştım. Ben istasyon şefe, bak tren gelir de ben de sonra sana.
Okay, we did it.
Dur lan.
So it looks like Morello got in the way of things again, boss.
We can't seem to shake off this bad luck.
Boys, you won't believe this, but it's completely the other way around. The only one who really had bad luck this time was Morello.
What?
I found out who our Mr. Gates really was.
And?
Gates was never really from Kentucky. He was a small-time thief who stole the goods from Morello and wanted to sell them to us. Morello doesn't think that he almost stopped our deal, but that we pinched a truckload of his most expensive whiskey. I bet that bastard's happy now.
Unbelievable!
Well, that worked out just fine. Let's drink to that.
To another success, boys. Salud.
Ay, şu adamla da sıkıldım, sürekli görüşme yapıyoruz ya. Ne yasaymış lan?
The end of Prohibition in 33. You probably weren't too happy, huh? The end of the good old days.
Yeah, not too happy, but it wasn't all bad. Eventually, I did get married to Sarah and had a daughter. It was a good time. But life went on in business. We made a huge amount of dough during Prohibition, which we invested into new deals. A lot of them were legitimate. We had regular firms like construction, transport, restaurants. We ran labor unions. And of course there was gambling, betting, the lotteries. We actually did really well. We just tried to stay out of drugs, even if it wasn't always easy.
Come on, business is business, right?
You're way off there. The Cosa Nostra ain't no patties or Chinamen. With drugs comes big money and even bigger problems. When someone has a problem with the cops because of drugs, he does the sensible thing. He admits it. If his family catches him, they rub him out. Drugs are taboo.
So what, there's some kind of grand poobah passing judgment?
Something like that. The leading families choose a boss of bosses. They sort out the big problems and set the rules of the game.
So, criminals who break the law have their own courts that judge them? That's just great.
Laws aren't changeless holy words. Every country in the world has their own. It's just somebody with a lot of power applying their own will. It depends on the person whether they'll serve someone else blindly or apply their own will. Why should the Don be restrained? The Mafia prevailed through Prohibition with its own laws. A handful of poor, uneducated immigrants from Sicily were stronger than all the laws, courts, and police here in the States. That took some doing.
What? With murder? With the suffering they caused?
Come on. You think that the Mafia just murders innocent people? The Mafia punishes those who break laws. And the majority of your laws, too. Unfortunately, we can't put anyone in jail or fine them. Everybody who comes and works for us knows what to expect if he breaks the rules. People lie and steal, and there are lots of criminals here who get unbelievable pleasure when they steal from the mob. As well as the mafiosos who get pleasure from cheating the state.
And what about all the payoffs, robberies, and raids, huh?
Hey, the cops ain't no saints neither. No Don encourages his men to go around harming people. And what other people do on their own isn't our concern. And as for payoffs, most people come to the Don for help and advice on their own. And they'll pay gladly for it. The Don is an esteemed person, but not every Don is like Salieri. That's the truth.
There you go. Your system works, but you know why? Because you're a bunch of selfish murderers. And you only care about your own gain. All your efforts are spent ensuring that you live like pigs in shit. That's why you're so successful. You're only looking out for yourselves. We look out after everybody. A few cops have to ensure law and order for all, and that's a much harder job.
That's true. But you can easily leave the Don outside your protection. He'll watch his own back.
And what about you? What are you sitting here for?
Ah, Tommy, I'm glad you're here. I was afraid I'd miss you.
Hey, boss. What's going on?
There's something I've been looking forward to all week. I'm going to Pepe's restaurant for lunch, but my personal bodyguard is called in sick. There's nobody here who could take me, and I prefer not to go to these things alone. You'll take me, won't you?
Certainly, boss.
Bravo. Let's get going then. I'm already pretty hungry. Have you got a piece on you, Tommy?
Yeah, I got one. You think I'll need it?
Well, probably not. But it's better to be sure. You know how it is. We'll take my car.
Evet arkadaşlar, 15. bölüm sonuna geldik. Kendinize iyi bakın. Kanala abone olmayı unutmayın. Hoşça kalın.
Tommy, I'm really looking forward to this. Peppy